Hello, how are you? So, today I've decided to go live from my studio. Finally, the first day that I am at home in my studio. I've been running a lot, had a lot of up and down in London recently because we had loads of recitals and show for Christmas. Exactly eight recitals. Well, if you are in my newsletter, you have received a little description of what happened during these recitals. If you are in the hub, you know even more. But today I'm here because I'm super excited. As usual, I'm super excited when I have an idea, and this idea manifests very quickly and takes shape. And I am so happy that I've decided to include this idea in MTTT. So if you have signed up for MTTT before the early bird, which is on Christmas Day, so if you are already registered, you know that there is already a lot inside MTTT. There are 15 programs exactly. And 4 of those programs there's enough material to study for the next 10 years, because we're talking about the music tree approach and Gordon's music learning theory for kids 0 to 5. So how to teach 0 to 5 is all there. Then there is the whole 4+ based on Gordon's music learning theory, and then all my own research with circle music, body percussion, and neuromusic. Again, another good 3-4 years to study only for that. And then there is the whole body music for children, which is a huge course for your own coordination, but also for the work with children and adolescents and people of all ages. And there is 2 more incredible programs. One is Cognitive Crescendo Foundation, which is the course on executive functions, and it's in MTTT. And there is also the course Child Psychology, Child Developmental Psychology. So these are just 5 of the programs in MTTT. And then there are the other 10, which are masterclasses, other courses, webinars, loads, a lot. And there is also the retreat. Well, because now my mind is already projected onto something new, because I've been actually asked multiple times to do this. And I know you will be very happy to hear that this is coming. So I've decided to add one extra thing to MTTT. Now, let's go with order, okay? You can subscribe to MTTT. Hi, Fernando! By the way, I have to write you before the last day of the year, New Year's Eve. Communications going through Instagram. Okay, so you can subscribe with early bird until the 25th of December. But the course MTTT doesn't really start until February, okay? So after Christmas, you have still a bit of time to subscribe, although it wouldn't be the smartest thing to do, because you would have to pay a bit more, okay? The early bird is on Christmas Day. Now, what's happening now? Why am I so excited? Why I've decided to bring this up here today? Because in MTTT, there will be a new, I don't want to call it masterclass, because it's not a masterclass. I don't want to call it just a session, because there's a lot more in it. It's a new event. Let's call it like that. It's a new event online that is part of the series Cognitive Crescendo. So if you have been following me for a while, you know that Cognitive Crescendo has been really the first program where I talked about neuromusic education to my people here in Instagram. And I have done it with Flavia Capoano, which is an incredible psychologist that works with me on a lot of projects. She's also in the retreat. Her programs are in MTTT, but she is also a teacher, an ABA therapist and supervisor. So she's worked with kids with autism, ADHD, and multiple disabilities. So Cognitive Crescendo started last year as a container. So Cognitive Crescendo is like a macro container. And inside Cognitive Crescendo, we started with Cognitive Crescendo Foundation, okay? Cognitive Crescendo Foundation is a program that now is in MTTT, that is formed by, I don't know how many sessions inside, 6, 7 sessions, so it's quite big, okay? Plus a hot seat, plus a session where I was analyzing the activities of the participants, and we were putting them under the umbrella of neuromusic, okay? Anyway, Cognitive Crescendo, as I said, is like a big box, okay? It's a container. And I've created it because I knew that through the years I would have filled it with Flavia and with other facilitators of different courses and different programs, because I think that bringing psychology, neuroscience to music education is fundamental, okay? I'm a music therapist, so I have also that important side. Actually, probably that's the biggest part of myself. But since I had the diagnosis of ADHD 2 years ago, spoiler, 2 years ago, my focus on neuroscience and psychology has become even bigger. Also because I've used it to analyze myself, my own behavior, my own conflicts, my own emotions, my own way of being in the world. And that helped me a lot to understand ADHD and how ADHD was affecting me. So Flavia and I have done a workshop in Bologna called Conducting the Chaos ADHD Plus. And Conducting the Chaos has been a very, very nice workshop in person where we met with a lot of teachers, and we worked on, the theory of what ADHD is and how can we support kids with ADHD in our sessions, in our music sessions, according to the method and my approach. So what happened is that now we are finally ready to bring Conducting the Chaos ADHD Plus online. And this is something that since I started promoting the workshop in Bologna that happened in November, loads of people wrote me emails, loads of people wrote me, why can you not do it online? Please do it online, please do it online. Okay, now we found the right energy to bring it online. Okay, so how does it start? The first workshop is going to be called, under the brackets of Cognitive Crescendo, is going to be called Conducting the Chaos ADHD Plus Discover. So the first one is going to be a meeting with myself and Flavia Capoano, and it's going to happen on the 9th of January, okay? And this first meeting is going to be an introduction, a fundamental introduction on ADHD and how we can approach a work with executive functions and ADHD, okay, in music education. After that, we're going to have the rest of Conducting the Chaos online, which is going to be incredible, okay? But I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to tell you what's happened there. So in ADHD plus Conducting the Chaos online, the first workshop is going to be included now in MTTT. If you subscribe, obviously, before the 25th of December. So if you were wondering, do I do this or do I do that? I want to know about, neuromusic. I want to know more about inclusion, ADHD, neurodiversity. Now there will be also this, even more in MTTT. Okay? And I am super excited. So little by little you will start receiving more information about this, but I'm very, very happy that we are now ready to bring this topic online. And as I said before, it's not that we felt that we were not, that we hadn't gathered information, or it wasn't about that. It was really about finding the right solution on how to bring ADHD in a more Tiziana style online. I didn't just want to present a course for you on ADHD, because there are loads of those online, good ones as well. But my way of seeing ADHD is going to be under the lenses of MTTT. So you will meet other facilitators as well, some with ADHD, some without ADHD, all of them incredible, all of them really specialized in their thing, probably because of a hyperfocus, typical of ADHD. And anyway, I'm super excited. But to start the rest of the series, we need a first meeting. And the first meeting is Discover. So ADHD Plus Discover, 9th of January. And now it's also part of MTTT included if you sign up before the 25th of December. So all the information now will be in my stories and in my pages, okay? But if you have any questions, or if you're interested in participating in this first experience about ADHD and music, obviously, just DM me. There will be now also the 3-tier, you know, that I have now created this accessible module price that basically allows people to pay what they feel that they can pay. And this started with MTTT. So now you can access MTTT with 3 different prices. One is the standard price, which really covers the costs, okay? And it's usually a price where people from more financially powerful countries buy, okay? So there is people from Germany, there is people from Asia, there is people from North Europe that have bought it using this tier 1, okay? Then you can access also, and that the cost is £2,700 if you sign up before the 25th of December. Otherwise, the full price is £3,200. Guys, there is also one retreat included, okay? Then there is the second tier, which is called supported price, which is quite lower. Is now I don't remember exactly. I think is £1,600 if you are in the early bird. If you're not in the early bird, now I'm going to tell you how much it is, because I don't remember. This is to tell you how much I really care about the prices. So music tree for me really is just a way for you to be able to come in if you really want to, if you feel that you're ready for it. Because starting a path that lasts 18 months and where there is retreats, a community, it's something really that can change your life. So it's a big decision. Okay, so yes, tier 2, which is called supported price, is kind of for teachers living in countries with lower income averages, okay? So for example, Southern or East Europe, Italy, Greece, Croatia, Croatia probably, Italy, let's say Italy, Greece, Spain, okay, these type of countries, or some parts of Latin America and parts of Asia. And the price is £1,800 within Christmas. Otherwise, it's £2,000, again, 18 months and 1 retreat, okay? And then there is the community care price, which has only 3 spots and 2 have been taken already. And in the tier 3, it's really for teachers that are finding themselves in real financial hardship, okay? For example, single parents, or underpaid educators, or unstable job conditions, low-income countries, so again, Latin America or other countries, okay? And the price for this one is £1,100. Again, as I said, there are only 3 spots and 2 have been taken. So, the same model, the same accessible model price, now is going to be applied to all my future courses. Okay, this is a big news for my spiral of learning. Okay, I've decided that, we all come from different places of the world, Not all countries have the same economical reality. And I was very bored of finding people sending me messages like, I can't participate, but I really would like to. For me, coming from this country, it's impossible to access your courses, maybe in the future. And I was always suffering inside. I was always like, this is not what I really want for my work, okay? I want people to be able to access it. I know myself that I wanted to access some courses in the past, and I've never been able to access them because of money. And I felt like it was really, really unfair, honestly. So even if they were trying to support me, with some becas or helps, it was still too expensive. I'm talking about courses costing, I don't know, 7,000, 10,000 pounds, okay? Music courses, huh? Not even bachelor degrees or masters, simple music courses with these prices. And I was like, I don't want this for myself, okay? I'm working with music teachers. How can I help music teachers? How can I really bring a different type of music education to the world if I am the first one that creates a barrier to it? So now I'm giving you the responsibility to pay what you can pay, respecting my job, respecting the research, respecting the costs, because there are obviously some costs. And then I realized that I always had in front of me a system that could allow me to bring this change into my world. Pedro Consorci showed me that many years ago through nonviolent communication. And in London, there are already courses where this is applied, But normally we're talking about maybe 20, 30, 10 pounds difference. Here we're talking about over 1,500 pounds difference for the people to be able to access. And I said, well, fuck it. It's me. I decide what I want for my own courses. So this feels right to me. It's sustainable. It's human. It's ethical. It's transparent. It's transparent because with some people, I also told them, look, I think you could come, but I'm not going to be able, for example, to host you in the retreat with this payment from you coming from this country. So we had very nice conversations and everything was clear, no problems. So a fixed single price is not going to be the right choice for me in the future years for my courses. And I'm trying this. Let's see if it works and if I can still sustain myself with it. So even the next course, which I've been talking to you in the beginning of a live, this new Cognitive Crescendo ADHD plus Discover, is going to have 3 different prices. But here I am telling you, but don't have to worry about that if you jump in MTTT, because the course is going to be included for you. Okay, what else can I tell you? Yes, this is very important. So in the next days before Christmas, I'm going to open some moments to speak together. Okay, so if you have any questions about MTTT, or even Resonance Retreat, which is the retreat that is usually the first retreat that people chooses when they enter MTTT, because there is also the winter retreat, which is not called Resonance, and it happens in February at Music Tree. But if you have any questions about retreat, if you have questions about my world, how does it work, what is your place, until Christmas, you can send me a little DM telling me call. And we're going to arrange a call to speak together to see if you want to join MTTT or if you're thinking about something else for yourself. Another thing that I want to tell you that I haven't spoken about this a lot in my last, let's say in my last posts and reel about MTTT, is the presence of the other teachers. So yes, MTTT is mainly a course that happens with me for 18 months because we speak every month with in the Q&As, okay? And also when you enter MTTT, you're also automatically in the hub, which is basically a daily conversation potentially because it happens on Telegram. Yesterday night, for example, I sent a podcast to them about a new setup that we're opening at Music Tree. A welcome period is called. So something very practical. Instead, at the end of the year, we're going to do a call, which is going to be more just like an activation and an alignment to start the next year. So anyway, in MTTT, yes, you're mostly in contact with me, okay, through these months, 18 months. But Flavia is really present, the psychologist, is really present in the course, because some of courses are with her inside the programs, but also you meet her. You meet her in many events online. You meet her in the retreats, in both retreats. And so I think her support is fundamental, really. It really changes everything. Dodo, I'm actually going to speak about you now. You just jumped in now. I was talking about all the facilitators that are part of MTTT. So here we have Dodo, which is just connected. So Dodo runs a masterclass, which is a long masterclass on pedagogy of cooperation, which normally is either to connect the people in the new community, or maybe end something that they have started before. So you run one, I think it was in September, connecting the people from the first edition of MTTT with the people in the second edition of MTTT. And I'm going to spoiler this. We should also have him in the new online course for ADHD. And maybe, we still don't know, but also in person during the summer. So Dodo is the second, for example, facilitator that you would meet in MTTT. And then there is Marta. Marta is an incredible business mentor, which has been mentoring me forever, since 2017. Okay, and she's in Italy. She's created something huge. She's helping a lot of teachers to work out their businesses and develop their own projects, and I'm very, very happy that she will be also in MTTT. She was already, but she will be even more this year with other masterclasses, and that will really, really help the facilitators to understand some aspects of their own personalities, blocks. So this is also a very important part in MTTT, because during the Q&As, we don't talk only specifically about pedagogy all the time. Some people also bring me questions about, their business, how to write newsletters, when to open the priorities, okay, things like this. So having Marta with her masterclasses is going to be great for the participants, in English, obviously. Then Pedro. Then you're going to be Pedro, Mauro, and Antonio in person, okay? So Pedro, Mauro, and Antonio in person are facilitators that work with improvisation from many different levels, okay? Vocal improvisation, improv theater, different type of facilitation based on improvisation. So the retreats, when we meet during the retreats, we use improvisation, even in psychology, to really open new spaces, open new dialogues within ourselves and with the people around us, obviously. And the retreats, as I said before, are like the archetype of a village. So during the retreat, it's like you go back to potentially, rediscover some situation or reconnect some lines that happened in your life, okay? And it's a great experience because you come in with your ideas and you get out with your ideas. But those ideas are like, what the fuck happened in 5 days? Okay, so a retreat is really like a wonderful, joyful washing machine. You get in and you wash all your clothes, very, very deep clothes, and with singing, dancing, laughing, saying silly stuff, drinking wine, connecting with people, you really get a transformation. And the people that usually comes to the retreats, after that, they take an unexpected paths, okay? Because really, really, these type of events activate something. So I could never think about doing MTTT without the retreats. The community that the first edition of MTTT has created is something unbelievable. They are speaking every day. They are telling me that they would never even imagine to be able to be part of something like this. Really non-judgmental, open, supportive, fun. They meet all the time. Because I'm out. When I opened MTTT, I thought, I'm going to meet a lot of nice people, have a lot of new friends, which is true. But that's not my community. They have created their own community. I'm a teacher. Joking, huh? It's amazing anyway. But yeah, it's a different thing anyway. So, I think I said a lot of things, and I gave a few new spoilers for the new year already. But just to close, again, I want to remind you that apart from MTTT, you can access all my programs with different discounts, okay, until Christmas. If you are in the hub. So the trick is always that. The trick is be part of a hub, because from the hub, loads of other things start and loads of other opportunities, okay, that are dedicated specifically to the people that I'm really in contact with every day. Why? Not because I don't want to be inclusive, but because in the hub, we have the possibility to get to know each other for real, much better, okay? And so loads of the things that I open are dedicated to the people in the hub, because it's, we can go deeper. We can go deeper in that work. We know each other because we work together for months and months and months. The hub is not a membership, a monthly membership. Once you are in the hub, you're in. And therefore, every day, every month, every week, you can have some new informations to work on together or by yourself. And so from the hub, you also have loads of extra options, okay? So from the hub, you get a lot of new discounts on all my courses. Saying, for example, that you want to do Radical Roots that you haven't done when it went out a year and a half ago. You want to do it now, and you get to be part of a group of MTTT as well for 12 months. And from the hub, you get the discount, 10% discount on a course that costs over £1,000. It's a big discount. But the trick is to be in the hub. When you enter the hub, you know everything that happens in the MTTT world. Okay. Any questions? If you have any questions, I'm happy to respond. Otherwise, I'm gonna leave the live here anyway, and you can watch it later. And that's it, I think. So, thank you very much for everything that you are doing, guys, on the other side, because, it's nice to be part of something, an exchange that happens all the time. Who knows, maybe I'll go live again, but for now, how do you say passo e chiudo? Over and I don't remember how it is in English. Anyway, see you soon, guys. Bye bye. Over and out. Over and out.